Well guys, I'm back with a follow-up from the fungal problem. It's been 10 days. Figured I'd do a follow-up. They're coming around pretty damn good. I actually have leaves. Can you believe that? So that's all I was after at this point. So it's looking pretty good. I'm just going to run through them real quick. Some aren't doing as great, but the majority are, like this one right here, this Moruga. Keeps on growing, comes in light green, but it keeps on pushing out fungal parts, and parts that have fungus on them, and I just clip them off, so it ain't getting very far. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it turns around. I don't really care. If it does, it doesn't. I got nothing to lose. Just can sit there and try, I guess. This one was my chocolate boot. Let me back up here. It was doing great, waiting for its first pod, and now it's starting to get funky. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a fungus or what, but the leaves are all coming out like that. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but yeah, kind of like that. Getting all this new growth looks horrible. It just kind of stopped all of a sudden. I don't know if it's still shocked or what, but I didn't really do anything wrong. The new growth is barely coming out, but we'll see. See what's happening. The leaves look alright. I don't see fungus on them. This one is, I don't remember. This is a 7-pot white coming back, trying to come back. It's got a little bit of growth on it, new stuff popping out. That was really trimmed back. This one was pretty trimmed back too, but it's coming back pretty good. This is the other 7-pot white. Leaves are starting to take on a normal look. Got a few that are still dropping, but nothing major. Most of them are coming back nice and green. This is a 7-pot burgundy. The one hasn't missed a beat. Thing's tall as hell. It's all over the place. Just pulled all the pods off at about 20 some big fat pods, and now it's flowering up again, so looks like it's fine. The three what I thought were red Savinas that I know now are red Caribbeans habaneros are doing great. They're ready to put on another round of pods here. I picked all them. They look great. So let's head over here. Let's go back here. This is my Naga 7-pod from Matt. It's still doing pretty good. It's got some nice pods on it. They were hurting for a little while, but they always had peppers on them. So this one's got a bunch of flowers. It's getting ready to take off again. Pulled a bunch off it. It's got some green ones, got a couple ready to go up here, I just noticed. A couple nice Naga 7-pod crosses. This one is the brother plant of that, and one's tall and one's short, but this short one, I'll tell you, it's packed with peppers. It's just hanging down. They're all over the place on here. And it was scraggly, but I'll tell you, look at the leaves. The leaves are coming back really nice. It's all filling out really nice. This one down here is like ridiculous. It's just on one skinny little branch, man. All those pods hanging there, they look like they're just getting ready to turn. So that's doing good. My Primo, that's back there. That's that one in the yellow bucket. It was pretty stripped and looking pretty haggard, if you remember from the last video. And I'm looking now. Haven't looked close at it, but see that? It's still coming out with some of this crap on it. That brown shit. So, oh, there's another one. See that? Not a good sign. Yeah, I see a bunch coming. I've been plucking them off, and I don't know. Then you got growth like this. Perfect. So I'm just going to keep yanking them. That's all I can do. This is my biggest brain strain. This one's doing pretty good. This is the strongest one. This one goes all the way up to here. It's pretty tall. It's got some nice ones on it, actually. This one didn't feel the effects of it as much. Might have been a stronger plant or something. But it's doing pretty good. All the leaf looks pretty good on it. This is another brain strain. Yeah, they went at the same time. This one was damn near dead. And it's coming back. It's trying. All the leaves coming in look good. All the fungus is gone. This is the third one. It's kind of in the middle of those two. It's coming. They don't look perfect, the leaves, but they're green and there's no fungus on them. They're a little crinkly and funky, but just keeping it simple right now. This Nagamore is just filling out even more now. It's full of pods, busy as hell. But not super full on the bottom, but this thing is, I don't know if I can get a shot back here or not, but this thing is packed with peppers. These little skinny ass stems can barely hold them up. This is the one, there's a nice one down there. Ripening up. They're kind of fatter than they were before. They're still nice and pimply, and this lone branch, this island branch up here, is still packed and growing. This thing's got probably 10 nice pods hanging on it. So that one's doing good. Here's the other one. This one came back big time. I don't know if you remember the other video, but this thing was a skeleton. And it's pretty much back. It's pretty damn full. It's got a big, nice pod on it. There's a normal looking one. Nice fat morch. It's got tons of flowers, and the growth looks great. It's really kind of an odd shape because I trimmed it so weird, but what the hell. This is the one I thought was a Douglas crossed with a boot. I found out thankfully from one of my subscribers, noticed the exact pepper on Ramirez seeds, and it is a Jamaican chocolate habanero, strain number 4, and it's a long variety, and it's pretty badass. I'm going to keep it because that's cut open. It was the identical pepper, because this sucker is hot for a habanero, let me tell you. And remember, I had a really hot one in the beginning of the season, and John tried it and I tried it, and it wasn't, you know, super hot. So that would be why, because it's a habanero. But I'll tell you, they're nice looking pods. Some of them get really big, and they're thick walled. There's a bunch of them on here. You get a cool look to them, and there's a big fat one down there that I was talking about in my video. That's the size they were coming out in the beginning of its life. And it got shocked with all this crap going on and kind of changed things, but now they're coming back. Here's my 7-pod browns. First one of them. Some of the pods took on kind of a reddish color when all this fungal shit happened. Like that one is left. It's kind of reddish. It's getting brown, but kind of odd. They didn't do that before. See, that one's dark like it's supposed to be. This one got kind of long and skinny. That's odd. I mean, it started in really dark brown, dark green too, which is not normal for these. And here's number 2 of 7-pod browns. He's doing good. Got a couple fat ones on there. That's a normal look right there. That shape. So mine aren't really the proper shape because of all the crap going on probably. And there's number 3. It's just growing back like mad, but there really isn't a lot of pottage on there. A lot of flowers just starting to poke their heads out, but I think it'll be coming. And this is the 4th one. I don't know if you can see in here, so shit's all put together. This is the 4th one. It's the healthiest of all of them. It's just full of leaves and just full of pods. This is the one that's across. See how light the pods are? It's just packed with these things. And it's they come out a brick red. Brown, but kind of reddish brown, really kind of a cool brick color. There's probably 25 big ones on there, maybe 30. And these are my boots that I have tied up so they don't take up a damn football field of space. They're coming back finally. I can't believe it. I thought they were going to go by the wayside, and they're actually starting to put on some good leaf. Some nice looking leaves, and got a bunch of pods, probably 20 on each one. Not a ton, but at least the leaves are coming back normal and not all speckled and yellow veined and chlorosis looking leaves. But what the hell, they look like they're getting ready to take off. This is my Douglas, what is this? Douglas and Ghost Pepper, Douglas and Boot Cross from Matt. I don't remember where he got it, from Jamie or Grant or somebody, but this is a pretty hot little sucker. I just pulled a couple off here. It's pretty brutal. It's coming back. It's really healthy. This one looks good. It's getting tall. These two, not so much. This one is probably getting chopped down to the bare minimum tonight. They're both going to get chopped, actually. These are the Douglas I got on eBay that were one of my favorite Douglas I ever had. They're a smooth variety that were just blistering hot. Really hot, damn close to the 7-pod brown. And they're just, this one's doing nothing, and this one keeps putting out fungal growth. So I'm going to chop a bunch of those scraggly ass branches off there and see what happens. And this is a 7-pot brown from Neil's seeds, the bumpy one. Looks, I mean, not 7-pot brown, I'm sorry, it's the 7-pot Douglas. And looks like a 7-pot brown, that's what I meant to say. The pods look just like it, but they don't taste like it, I can tell you that. These, this one's doing really good. I'm gonna head outside. These here taste really shitty, actually. They taste like crap. I don't care if I ever eat another one of them. They're bitter as hell and no sweetness at all. Really bitter. This is my overwinters. I don't even care about them. Kind of over it, man. Literally. They're pretty big, but just scraggly and not really filling out. And the pods are coming out real small. These things should be loaded with pods right now, and they're not. They just look at all the branches. Look at all them damn branches in there. There ain't nothing on them. They're like all brown little segments of branches all over the place with no leaves on them. I don't know, they got some new growth. I'm just going to let them ride the season out. When it gets cold, I'm going to dump them and start over. I got some of the seeds from Butch T's peppers. I'm going to start doing those. I got plenty of Moruga seeds, plenty of Moruga Satans and all that to get my garden going. So I'm not worried about that. This is a 7-pod XL that I just cleaned all the peppers off that were weirded out. The ones that were, oh, it looks like I got water on my microphone. Huh. Interesting. Sweated in my microphone. I cleaned them all off, so now everything that's coming should be normal. The ones that aren't sunburn looking. And this is yellow scorpions. Those are the ones that are pretty much after the fact of fungus, so they're pretty healthy looking. Kind of orangish more than they are yellow, but I don't know what the hell's causing that. They're definitely not yellow. But they're good, I know that. They taste great, and this is another one of those. Yellow scorps. This is my thought to be lost peach Habalokia. How little the leaves are on that thing, but it's coming back strong. A little bit yellow, but the growth is killer. Just filled out dramatically in the last probably about 4 or 5 days. Just started really kicking. I got one hanging on there, but I pulled all the rest just to give it a fresh start here. Got some baby ones going in there, but hoping for a batch of flowers here real soon. Here's a couple Butch Teas that are making their way back, full of leaves now. They were scraggly as hell. There's another one in the corner right there. They're doing good. Just a couple loose pods hanging on there, but nothing spectacular. There's about 5 on there. I'm waiting for a new batch of normal pods. This is I don't know what this is. This is a Butch Tea too. These are all 3 Butch Teas. It's the one that got hit by a tree and lost half its limbs. This thing's coming back really good with a vengeance. Then the Moruga. This one, I don't know. Don't know if it'll make it. It's been struggling its whole life. So every time it gets up, it goes down, it gets up, it goes down. So we'll see. This one is the one that was grown by Juca, the cross, whatever it is. That was really good from Toby. Not sure that's going to make it either. It's got fungus on it. I can see it right now looking at it. I think this is the other Juca right here. Might make it. This one's a little healthier, a little bigger. I don't know. We'll see. This is a Primo that's hopefully going to make it, because mine over there doesn't look so hot. And it's kind of yellowish, that marbled yellow looking. I don't know. It's coming though. It's growing. New leaves all the time. This is was supposed to be a yellow brain strain, but it is not. It's a red. Looks like a red brain strain, but it's a real weird shaped plant. This is my redheaded stepchild I always talk about. It was really calico looking. And it still is kind of, but it's growing. I mean, here's the growth, the new growth. It's kind of like that, but some of it's like that. So I don't know. It's been that way the whole time. I don't know why I can't get it to change. This is a Fatalia. It looks like it's coming back pretty good. This one's leaves are a little crinkled, but at least they're green, and it has leaves. This is a Habalokia, a regular Habalokia that I thought was dead as hell, and I just let it grow, and it's got flowers on it and everything now. It's got bunches of flowers right down in there. I see a big chunk. So looks like it might actually do something. This one, dead. This one is that annuum that I didn't really love, but I'm saving it for what do you call it? Powder. I've been saving these little Thai peppers. They look like pretty hot. And these are the 3 boots I have. I have 2 white boots. That's actually looking really good since all this trouble. That one's looking really good, and then a yellow boot. They all 3 look like they're doing solid. No problems there. So anyhow, I'm going to clip it off there. That's what they look like after 10 days. Not too bad. I'm really surprised. I got a few that aren't quite doing what I thought, but hey, I can't complain. Considering I thought I lost the whole damn thing, they look like they're ready to rock and roll for the next few months. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.